We got, oh god. I just went super far. I just went literally outside of the arena. Gonna be Sensei versus Chilpas off the bat, blind by the death that he's gonna trick it out of the incap, trying to see if he can chase after the monk is gonna drop down a big old dragon strike on him. Ring of Peace is not gonna stop him as he's just advancing with death on this boy. Lexi by Sensei. Chilpas does not have a trinket, does have IBF in case he needs to. That's going to be karma to follow, and Sensei just trying to tank up while getting aggressive at the same time, using that karma to cover his aggression. And that's going to be Chilpas just taking the damage and death striking back to full. Big kick just to get him super low. Zuen contributed to bonus damage. Going to be his Chilpas actually trying to reduce some of the Zuen damage, dropping down the AMZ, which is going to give him 50% damage reduction from magic spells while he sits on the AMZ. Going to be a quick silence on the Sensei. He's just looking for that escape, and Chilpas is going to have to wait until he himself yet another go with his stun lock blind combo. I think Sensei made it human racialed Chilpas a stun off the bat. If he didn't, then he'll definitely have an out. But that's going to be Chilpas just gripping him in. That's going to be Remorse Window. Does he have himself a big go? It's going to go for Chain of Ice. Looks like Sensei breaks out of the stun or blind a little bit early. Going to be a full stun. Sensei's going to use his human racial right now. This is what Chilpas trying to see if he can chase. Sensei looking to completely reset there into immediate interrupt, but Chilpas as he swings around the corner, disarmed, and Sensei popping himself a defensive just to reduce a lot of that magic damage taken. Chilpas just wait until yet another blind, and he'll be in a good spot. Going to be a stun. IBF on Chilpas as it takes a big hit into the AMS, trying to prevent some of that BDB shadow damage, which the AMS is going to end up absorbing all of it. Granted Chilpas quite a bit of runic power. Chilpas struggling to keep himself alive here. Chilpas, it just continues to take punches and kicks out of Sensei. Is going to be forced to go for a death pack. This is where Sensei could potentially force pressure on him, but he's looking for an escape instead. Is going to go for an incap as Chilpas is the one trying to get aggressive, trying to keep the chain of ice onto Sensei as best as possible, avoiding defensive fury as best as he can. Does he have anything? Going to be a silence on the Chilpas, trying to get himself a heal, but does drop super low, and Sensei hits a pressure point, taking them out. With Cass World gonna be up next. Finally gets a chance to go Venthyr Demon Hunter, trying to see if he can make the dot play work versus Sensei. Gonna be a ring of peace for a second as the Demon Hunter is looking to swing around the corner. Sensei does get a port. Is he still taking that Venthyr dot, or is it gone for now? Is he still taking damage from a damage? He is taking damage from a time still. How long does this dot last? That dot lasts for quite a while. Wait, that's still a lot of pressure. Cass isn't even touching the monk at the moment, but he's still just melting. Alexium, as Sensei's playing it very defensive, trying to see if he maybe can get himself a jab, maybe get himself a crit proc stun onto Sensei full. Does Cass kind of continue to stun back to back? Does get himself a little whirlwind around Sensei. He's gonna remark him back up. Needs an IBM. Sensei, I think he's just gonna die to the dot unless he got a heal right now. He's just dead. This man just melts. There's nothing you can do once they have this dot on you. Unless you got a healer who can dispel it, or you have himself diffuse the magic, there's not much you can really do about it. Cass is gonna go for a imprison onto Pain. It looks like Cass is playing a different build than Pain. Pain actually changed up his build, no longer playing the immunity. I think both of them playing for Leech. Cass is just trying to see if he can escape the Necrolord Demon Hunter as best as possible. Does have Darkness main YouTube want to use it? Stun onto Pain, does get himself the big Venthyr burst, and it's gonna IB him to extend the Venthyr burst. Pain is going to be taking a lot of pain right now. Needs himself a defensive potential. Going to be Cass, get himself IBM for a second. Metamorphosis on a Pain, getting stun into Cass. Cass is not a chicken for a moment. Does have a Darkness in case he needs to. Pain does get himself a demon spawning in, slaying the demon, granted himself a lot of healing, eating the demon soul, also granted himself a ton of healing. Metamorphosis out of Pain, out of world meta, but Pain does have himself the Venthyr burst on him. He's still ticking down to the dot. I think there was maybe a little bit of an IBM there too that was used on him. He's still taking a good chunk of hit, but did get a lot of recovery. This is why a lot of Demon Hunters play that Necrolord. If you're in Metamorphosis and you got the Leech talent, when you slay the demon with a throw glaive, it does a ton of damage to the demon. Whoa, speaking about a ton of damage, wait, Pain! Oh my goodness, I was just trying to explain how the Necrolord big heal for Demon Hunters work, and the Pain gets slain just as he slays the demons. Basically, every time you throw a glaive at him, they take a ton of damage. Basically, one-shots. Because you have Leech, that damage is amplified to give you a big Leech, and then you also got the Soul to eat, which also gives you a big heal. It looks like Jeremar literally threw a glaive at Pain and treated him just like he's that Necrolord Demon Hunter summon. Getting a shot onto Scuttle. Does he go burn Trinket? That is going to be a Resonator. Potentially, oh my goodness, Jeremar. There is a situation where as a hunter, you don't have a choice. Even Pet sacked himself. But the Trinket, it's not a crit. It's a guaranteed not a crit. It's never a crit. That Trinket, it is a guaranteed not a crit. That resonator. Big damage to the Ben to follows. Ben got out to trick it out. This one, no more resonator, but it's still taking chunky big hits. DF out of the rogue, making it look flashy with a quick evasion, trying to see if he can dodge and juke and bob and weave. Quick catch up to Ben as he's trying to get himself a full-on Fleshcraft, trying to go for it. Cyclone says his Fleshcraft got interrupted. Jeremy just goes and burns a cloak. Ben with a wall, trying to see if he can catch up to the rogue. Is it going to be able to get a shot onto Ben? Does have a trigger for it. Definitely needs to give himself a counter towards Jared. Jared is going to throw him in a full blind. Full blind, and it's going to hit him with a full snap into a full kid shot. I don't think there's a way for Ben to live this. I think unless Jeremiah just doesn't... Unless Jeremiah has like... Actually, no, hold on. Jared does not have any charges of Shadow Dance. Well, if you mark for death, he's probably going to get a full charge. Actually, he's definitely got at least one charge of Shadow Dance. Unless Jared makes a mistake right now. He might be in a bad spot, but I think he's going to make one. There's no way. Yeah, when you have... And he's just going to charge on the Flex with the kidney shot. Doesn't want to give him an opportunity to get himself a recovery. Doesn't want to let him get any kind of advantage. DJ having to feign death pretty early on. Already kind of low on health. Jeremiah just not letting him an opportunity to get a breather. And DJ Flex is the last one left over on team 1 that quickly. Jero is going to try to go for a bit of a reset for DJ. There's going to be a hunter's mark on him, though. DJ at least get himself also a bit of a reset. Diving into a camo, able to get a little bit of healing. This is actually crazy. This man about to get the rogues there. Blizzard watching this. Yo, Blizzard is watching this. They're probably planning something for rogues for PvP in season 4. I'm sure the Blizzard is aware of the rogues representation, especially in like AWC. Or in general in PvP. Rogue is definitely like an S tier PvP spec as a class. The whole class is pretty good in PvP. I don't think there's a single spec that's like kind of sort of mild. Some of them played a class that like mages with Arcane. Arcane is pretty mild. But every rogue spec is really good. There's gonna be a full kid shot onto DJ Flex. Jared's hoping for them fatty crits. Go for that Curian burst. DJ with the exhilaration. Has a turtle in case he needs to. Definitely hold on to the trigger for Jared, which is perfect. Big grenades back to back. Doesn't have a flank strike. It looks like the dot set him over the edge. With iCarly going to be up next. Does get himself a Brock of Shadow Blades. Going to be DJ trying to go for a bit of a feign dance, dropping down all the shops on the Carly, looking to disengage, looking to get himself a full-blown reset. Does he have himself a camo is the question. If he has a camo, he may be all right. And Carly is skulking over, has a hunter's mark on him. The bet is on him, does have himself a combat, unable to get himself a proper camo. The next stun by the rogue could be deadly. Does he burn it? Chicken does choose to burn it. That's not going to be a resonator. Carly could hold on to it until later. In fact, Carly could actually go get a full blind on the DJ into a full sap. Into a resonator burst, and I don't think there's anything DJ can do. Trying to see if he can get some many bandages inside of that turtle. It didn't look like there was a graphic for turtle, but it definitely was there. Carly burning a trick really early with an evasion. Gonna be DJ working him down for a second without harpoon. Cloaker shot is for Carly. If DJ can snipe it out, just wait it down and get the dots on Carly and avoid getting hit with a full kidney shot. He may be okay. Next kidney shot is gonna be super deadly. Started to Carly and chicken available. Can DJ just recovering back away from Carly? Trying to drop in the traps. That trap is not gonna reach him. Kidney shot. Oh, DJ does himself a sack. Not gonna stop it. It's over. With that resonator, tried to feign death at the last second, but it looks like the Viscerate still went through. The man tried to feign death at like no health, which does give you a pretty big defensive, like a 99% damage reduction or something, if not a 90% damage reduction. It is huge. But it's just not enough to survive a literal grenade exploding next to your face. Let's get another one going, boys, yeah?